the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. They keep it with Henry on first down. Powers through it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Ready?
On the counter, it's Henry. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for the team's first sack of the game. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll swing this out to Mostert. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Whoa.
Play action. It's Burrow. It's caught by Mike Evans. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A first down carry for Henry, and he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Listening so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
To the air again, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here we go, here we go. 11. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tim Patrick with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about them having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They had him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first win of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down at the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have the Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's into the secondary. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here we go. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of the
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Hurry. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Room here to run. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a dump off here complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Burrow on third down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, it's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impression. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Up the middle, Jones. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 11 Thomas. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one swung out here to Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And Burrow going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Burrow. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet. You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Henry up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first leg was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Set. Ready, go.
And it's a Packers touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep it going.
Here we go. Now it's 2nd and 9.
11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mike Evans, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McCann up the board. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Really a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Back to throw again. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And now off to the races down the right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's 2nd and 8. This one into the... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. By Beasley. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this. No, okay. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Burrow. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Burrow on play action. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. taken at about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catches, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
An afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Airing this one out for Evans. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle, 47 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They go play action with Burrow. Airing this one out for Evans. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Now they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this is caught by Evans. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean,